Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I'm going to be diving into, I'm getting the screen recording started right now. It's a little bit late to that, but what we got going on in this particular video is I'm going to be discussing Yeezy drops that just happened. Since I believe the restocks are mostly done, there probably will still be some happening throughout the summer. I know they got more planned probably to do this quarter. If not this quarter, they got more later this year, and they said they'll be ending it right around the start of 2025. So we're almost done with the Yeezy drops. For anybody curious, just thought I would let you guys know. So the time to, you know, if you want to buy into it, maybe I'd say it would be soon. But I'm going to kind of discuss, you know, if these are worth holding, because I have some opinions on this, and I'll give it in this video. So if y'all want more content like this, feel free to check my Instagrams, any of that down below. I'm always buying, selling, and trading here. So if y'all are interested in doing some business with me, hit me up. I'll be trading again soon, and, well, I'll definitely be selling some pairs today. So if you want to check out my story, see what I got, feel free. And also, I just launched my channel memberships. Shout out to these guys right here. They're the first people that have joined. You can see they get some unique badges next to their name, and here are some of the ones that, you know, as you continue, you know, to progress through the months, there's some different ones like SB4s, Travis Scott's, Black Cat 4s, and, you know, also some other things. I'll be launching, like, you know, some exclusive videos to members, and a lot of the live streams I'll be starting to make member only to watch them back. So, yeah, if you're interested in watching any of the live streams, getting some exclusive perks, other things will be on the way, or even free shipping if you do business with me on my Instagram, then, yeah, check out these tiers and don't miss out. But that's everything I need to say. Don't forget to check out my project out on the way as well. If you like paying less for sneakers, follow this page. Don't miss out. We got a giveaway coming soon. But I've said enough. Let's get started. So the first one I want to get off with discussing right here is going to be the Yeezy Onyx Slide. Now, as you guys can see, the prices on these are really good. And I believe bigger sizes have actually made progress. Like if you go to a size 12 or 13, I think they've actually risen in price a little bit. Maybe I'm tripping here on the size 13, because I think these have kind of, you know, consistently been at about $200. Yeah, $230. That is crazy. I forgot that these went up that high. But overall, they've made some progress back from their original dip. As you guys can see, they were back down at 130, kind of 110, you know, that point where they're usually at before the restocks, and now they're back up at 150. I would expect those to honestly, I mean, look, they're selling at 180. They're not even at 150 anymore. Now the lowest ask is 190. So they'll probably be consistently selling around 180, 190. If we check the sales, okay, so they're floating around, yeah, they've been heading up now towards 170, but originally it was around 165-ish, so that's what we can keep in, you know, for reference. Overall, these are still doing good. I mean, off a $75 retail price after tax and ship, I mean, yeah, you're making crazy money off these right now if you hit a bunch for retail. So overall, the Onyx Slides are still doing good. I made a short on this recently. I could see these going up in price into the summer, maybe dipping a little bit as we head into fall, and maybe they do another restock around then. But if they don't do another restock around then, they'll just head up into price into Christmas, which would make sense, because if you actually look at how the chart looks, usually they'll restock it over the summer, right? And then they won't restock it over the fall, and then they'll head up in price, into Christmas time. So that's one of the main things I want to mention. I think, you know, these won't restock over the fall, kind of like how they usually do, and then as we head into Christmas, right around then, they'll start to rise in price. So that's my prediction on these right here. Just because they're so popular, it's honestly timeless. It's hard to argue that this colorway is not one that is timeless and is aged well. 67,000 on one app, one platform, 67,000 sales for one shoe. I know that's not the most. Like, there's some with hundreds of thousands, other Yeezy slides with even more. Other ones I may discuss in this video with more, I think. But yeah, overall, it just shows you these are just going to age well for the fact that they're so popular. So that's one of the main things I think. I think these could be, you know, a good little play, definitely for consignment. But you'll have no problem selling them. If you hit one for retail, you'll be fine. So it's one of the main things I'll say. Now, we do have the Foamrunners Sand. I don't think these are a crazy hold. I think they could make a little bit of progress, but I honestly think these are a good one to sell now if you wanted to, or you could put them away just, you know, for a while and forget about them. I think that's another good approach, because I think the restocks for these are probably done. These are probably done dropping for good. I don't think they got more of these to release. This is, you know, pretty limited colorway that they usually don't drop very often. Like, they've only done a few drops for these recently. So I just feel like they're probably not sitting on many pairs anymore, again, from 2021 originally. They aren't like restock versions. So again, it's just pairs that they have been sitting on. And you can see right now about $180. And these used to be, again, $300 to $400. I remember selling pairs right around here, and you can see they've dropped off massively. I mean, they still are able to make progress. Look, even last year they made progress. So I'm saying it is totally possible, but I just think the Foamrunner hype has kind of dropped off. And as they continue to drop these again and people get their pairs in, I just think they'll probably drop a little bit more. So personally, I could see these aging, you know, I could see them going up long term, but it's just like very, very long term, because I feel like the Foamrunner hype isn't as, you know, there as much as it used to be. You know what I mean? People still love the slides, because the slides have honestly become timeless. It's like a, you know, just sneakerhead classic at this point. That might be something that, you know, you could argue is like just, you know, a lot of people got the slides since so many people got them. It's just like you know, a lot of people know what they are, so it's going to be popular for that reason. These, I feel like, you know, the hype has kind of dropped off a little bit. We're kind of past that point, but still a great flip. If you got them right now, nobody's complaining. I'd take a bunch of pairs at retail any day. So that's what how I feel about them. So aside from that, the bone slides. Now this may be one of those pairs that has more sales than the Onyx slides. Let me check. No, okay, so actually it has about half of the Onyx slides. That's crazy. I thought these were more popular, but look, still heading up in price. This is 2024 for Yeezy, Adidas Yeezy. I mean, look, small restock, barely did anything, back up in price to, you know, where they were at pretty much before. It's like, I'm just seeing the demand is still clearly there for these colorways. I mean, these slides are selling at almost $200. This reminds me of 2021 a little bit, where some of these slides were up there at these prices, and it's like, what's going on? So yeah, Yeezy slides are still doing fine. I think a lot of them will age very, very well because the restocks are, you know, gonna be done very, very soon, and people still want them over time. So it'll probably head up in price, and that'll be it. It'll be a good long-term bet, I think. If you want to start buying some now, that's totally fine. I'm gonna be waiting a little bit into 2025. Probably get some before Christmas though, because if I wait too long, then, you know, I'm just going to be done. But I know they have some more stuff planned for the start of 2024, and I know some of that's probably going to include slides and some, you know, smaller sizes in some of these colorways. For slides, for example, size 9, 8, things like that aren't as popular, still sell well, might be hitting outlets for 40% off. So we have to see about that. You know, the market could be moving pretty interesting in the next few months. But if you have a big size, like anything above size 11, don't even stress. Like, you could hold that and you'll make money down the line. You could sell it now and you'll make a great profit. That's my personal thoughts on Yeezy slides. I see them aging well, and I mean, they're amazing flips right now. I mean, this is crazy progress. Not crazy progress, just it's surprising to still see these here. You know what I mean? That's one of the main things I can mention. So another one is going to be the Onyx Foamrunners. Very, very popular colorway. This is actually one that, so you can see 21,000 sales. Not as popular as slides. One of the main things I'm trying to mention. I just feel like the Foamrunner hype has dropped off a bit. And you can see, like, look, selling at like $100 to $110. It's just not, you know, as there, like, it's not there like it used to be. That's basically one of the main things I'm trying to get at. It's still a great colorway, but it's just, you know, I don't think the Foamrunner demand is, you know, as alive as it once was. So personally, I'm not looking to hold the Onyx slides. Maybe get a couple of these just because prices are so low, but you can kind of see, like, it is, the hype is kind of dipped off. I think some of the other slides that are still going up in price are rebounding right back up to where they originally were after these restocks, once people take their L's just because so many people want them and can't get one at retail. So yeah, that's something, you know, I feel like I should mention, is that, you know, the Foamrunners, it's a good quick flip, but they're not going to be a hold because the slides are more popular. People are going to go to those if they're looking to hold something. And yeah, so honestly, Onyx slides, bone ones, those are ones I see aging well. These would probably age well for the fact that it's a timeless colorway, and like the Onyx colorway is like whenever they drop it on something, it sells well. So I'm going to say it's timeless for that reason. But I'll say this too, depending on how many of these they're left out there, right? Because it could just be a bulk seller dropping the market for, you know, a couple weeks as they got to clear a bunch of stock. That happens, and then you know, stuff shoots up in price. But I could see these, you know, heading back up. It just would take a really long time. I'm thinking there's some better bets out there. That's one of the main things I'm trying to, you know, get at right here. But aside from these, another one, Pirate Black 350s. I think these, I mean, this is one of those ones I actually wanted to give you all. Quick little reminder, I wanted to show you all a couple things about this sneaker because there's been some really, really low sales, and I think that's showing something. So for the Yeezy Pirate Black 350, I'm not looking to hold these, and I'll show you guys right now why I'm saying that. So as you guys can see, some of these sizes have just started getting really, really low in price. I mean, I'm talking a size 10 selling at $185. I mean, we got 11 at $198, 5.5 at $171, and I'm like, wait a second. There's literally no way you're profiting on this pair right here. Or not, sorry, not that pair right there. Where was it? Right here. You're not, there's literally zero potential way you could profit on this pair at retail price. Selling it for $198. Zero way you can profit. So the only way you can make a profit on the sneaker selling it for this price is if you got a 40% off discount. So I think some of these are hitting outlets, even in some of the bigger sizes. I could just see these coming down in price for this reason. Because if people are selling them for that low, I mean, you literally can't, like what? The retail price, $230. It's $230. So how are you able to sell it for $198 and make money? You have to get 40% off. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way you could sell for that price and make a profit like that. So one of the main things I want to mention, I see these coming down in price because I think they're hitting outlets. And there's some evidence of it on StockX, you know what I mean? That's one of the main things I'm trying to point out. So I'd be careful about holding the Pirate Blacks. Would look to clear those, and unless you got a really big size, because those obviously won't hit outlets like a 14 or 13. But some of the other ones, be careful. And then for the Wave Runners, I mean, again, I did not know some of the bigger sizes were back up at $400, $450. I thought these were, you know, bricked. I thought people were kind of, you know, over the Wave Runner hype. You know, it was more of like a 2017 thing. But look, I mean, they're doing all right. They're not heading up in price. You know what I mean? They're a quick flip. That's what I'll say. These are only a quick flip, like a quick flip. They're not. They are not to hold. Like, these are not going to go up in price. Again, I don't know if they will. You know, I think that's probably done. The time for wave runners we're over that. You know what I mean? People are heading into other dad shoes, New Balance, things like that. But this did, you know, it's a piece of history. You know what I mean? No doubt about that. It'll age well long term, but. Over the next couple years, don't expect it to make too much progress is one of the main things I'm trying to get at. So that's my thoughts on a lot of this Yeezy stuff. I think a lot of it, you know, it just will be like really, really long-term stuff that'll, you know, make progress over time just because nobody will have it in like 20 years, you know what I mean? So like down the line, of course, it'll be worth something then because it'll be super rare at that point. But a couple of these will become pretty valuable pretty quickly just because they're very popular. For example, these two, I see them age them really well. One of the main things I wanted to get out of the way in this video. So don't forget, if you guys like content like this on the channel, feel free to subscribe and like down below. You guys can check my Instagram if you ever want to do some business with me as well. Always buying and selling here, and I'll be trading again soon. So just hit me up. And yeah, you know, I got some other stuff I'll be posting on my story for sale today. For sale here today, excuse me. I think I have an early pair post here today or tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I'll have a video on the channel here as well with the early pair, so don't miss out. Members will probably get a quick little early preview of that. So again, if you want to be a channel member, get some of the badges, other things next to your name, free shipping if you do deals with me, exclusive video content, and you know, live streams that are only for members as well, other things like that. Feel free to join here. As cheap as $1.99 a month, and yeah, you can start to see the Got 'em badge, and that'll be the first one you get, and then you can see some of these other sneakers as you progress through time. So yeah, that's what I can say. I hope to see you guys joining there, and don't miss out, and let me know your thoughts. Oh, don't forget, if you like Painless for Kicks, follow this page. Stay tuned. A lot on the way this week. I'm working on this today, and yeah, I'm at my screen recording. I don't gotta say too much more here. Just let me know your thoughts on these sneakers, which one you're holding, if you're holding any, and which ones you hit. If you went for these Yeezy drops recently, I wasn't really too crazy about them. I got a couple kids slides, a couple adult ones, but I was like, you know what? I'm not really too crazy about these. They're good flips, but you know, I'm more focused on some of the SB stuff we had coming up. And I was like, oh, we're about to have the Verdes. Let me focus my attention towards that. Looks like I should have just focused a bit on Yeezy because Nike was trolling. So that's it. I'm T. I'll see y'all in the next video tomorrow. I'll probably go live tomorrow as well, so don't miss out on that. And yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all then. Peace.